What if the cities we walk through and the histories we've been taught are deliberate illusions? Imagine a world where familiar urban landscapes hide a buried past, a past obscured by layers of mud that shouldn't be there. In 1908, a crew digging the foundations for a new building in central Seattle stumbled upon an anomaly. Cobbled streets, still intact, lying 20 feet beneath the current surface. The press at the time dismissed it, but those cobbles whispered an uncomfortable truth, one that historians and archaeologists at the Smithsonian Institute actively bury. They suppressed the narrative of a mud flood, an event that might have globally suffocated civilizations under tons of earth. Consider the ghostly remains of the old city of St. Petersburg, Russia. In 1887, during an expansion of the Admiralty building, workers uncovered an entire ground floor of an older structure, replete with ornate stonework and iron fixtures, all strangely buried under 12 feet of sediment. These relics, meticulously crafted, could not have been simply forgotten or naturally covered over time. The St. Petersburg State Archives hold records that were never meant to be public, detailing the systematic dismissal of such finds as mere historical quirks. Travel now to the Bighorn Mountains of Wyoming, where in 1911, a group of surveyors for the Burlington Railroad discovered an anomalous geological layer while mapping routes. This stratum, composed of a dense, almost cement-like mixture of clay and organic matter, stretched for miles, burying what appeared to be remnants of a settlement. Geological analysis at the time, conducted by renegade geologist Dr. Eliza Borden, revealed that massive water action, not gradual sedimentation, deposited this layer. Her findings, however, were quickly discredited by the United States Geological Committee, who labeled her as a rogue scientist spreading pseudoscience. In Barcelona, Spain, during the renovation of the Gothic Quarter in 1902, laborers unearthed Romanesque columns and archways a full story beneath the current streets. These weren't remnants of a dilapidated past. They were perfectly preserved, as if time itself had frozen beneath layers of earth. The Catalonian Historical Society, in an unpublished report, documented artifacts that defy the conventional timeline of Roman influence in the region. Yet, they kept these revelations under wraps, claiming they lacked the resources for further investigation. Even more compelling are the architectural marvels of Cappadocia, Turkey. In 1920, after a series of earthquakes, locals reported the sudden appearance of intricately carved passageways and rooms within the earth, previously unknown and inaccessible. These structures, dating well before any known civilization in the region, displayed an engineering sophistication that puzzled early 20th century architects. The Turkish Archaeological Commission sealed these sites, citing safety concerns, but whispers among the local populace tell of a hidden history that authorities actively suppress. The mud flood theory challenges not just the timeline of human civilization but the fabric of accepted history itself. It suggests a cataclysmic event, perhaps in the mid-19th century, that inexplicably submerged cities across continents. This isn't just about buried architecture. It's about the erasure of a chapter of human achievement. The evidence is in the earth beneath us, in the forgotten structures and the unacknowledged genius of our ancestors. Each site, every artifact, is a silent testament to a history that refuses to be silenced, no matter how thick the mud. Is it merely coincidence that these buried cities span the globe, from the icy expanses of Russia to the dry plains of America and the sun-baked sands of the Middle East? Or is it a cover-up of cosmic proportions? While institutions continue to bury these revelations, the truth waits beneath our feet, ready to resurface, demanding to be acknowledged. As we uncover more, the question becomes not whether a mud flood happened, but why it has been hidden from us for so long. In the heart of Manhattan, beneath the bustling streets of New York City, lies a labyrinth older than the skyscrapers above. In 1913, during the construction of the subway system, workers unearthed an underground hall with vaulted ceilings and archaic inscriptions. These discoveries didn't match any known Native American or colonial designs. The Metropolitan Transportation Committee, under pressure from the New York Historical Society, swiftly filled these chambers with concrete, citing structural instability. But the whisper among those who saw it firsthand was of a forgotten culture, one erased by time and official decree. Pivot to the enigmatic city of Prague, where in 1899, an excavation in the Old Town Square revealed a network of subterranean rooms and corridors, adorned with frescoes depicting celestial events. The designs suggested a knowledge of astronomy that predates the Renaissance by centuries. The Czech Academy of Sciences at the time dismissed these as mere medieval embellishments, yet internal memos reveal a different story, a fear of rewriting history itself. Journey west to the Rocky Mountains, where a 1904 mining expedition led by prospector Jeremiah Fuller uncovered metallic structures embedded in rock layers, structures so advanced they seemed almost alien. Fuller described them as engines of the earth, mechanisms that hummed with a low frequency, vibrating the surrounding rock. The American Geological Society quickly confiscated and destroyed Fuller's notes, labeling the discovery as a hoax. Yet, there are rumors of secret vaults within the Smithsonian holding similar artifacts, kept far from public view. In the sun-drenched hills of Rome, 1907 saw the accidental discovery of a vast underground basilica, complete with intricate mosaics and stone carvings that bore no resemblance to typical Roman art. The Vatican Archaeological Archives hold photographs taken by the first team on site, but these images have never been released. Instead, the Vatican declared the site a spiritual anomaly and sealed it off, shrouding it in mystery and religious dogma. The mud flood theory doesn't just propose buried secrets. It demands we reconsider the forces capable of such erasure. In 1919, engineer Gustav Mahler documented a peculiar phenomenon beneath the streets of Vienna, a series of tunnels constructed with a metal alloy unknown to contemporary metallurgy. His report, suggesting advanced ancient engineering, was confiscated by the Austro-Hungarian Industrial Committee, who insisted on its destruction to prevent public hysteria. In Istanbul, 1916, a massive storm unearthed sections of an ancient city along the Bosphorus, walls and towers that resembled nothing in Ottoman or Byzantine records. The Turkish Ministry of Culture immediately prohibited further exploration, citing national security concerns. However, leaked documents reveal plans to explore these sites quietly, suggesting a value far beyond ordinary historical interest. The implications of these buried wonders reach far beyond local history. They suggest a global phenomenon, a shared legacy of lost knowledge. What force, natural or otherwise, could have caused such widespread burial? And more importantly, why does the academic and political establishment continue to suppress these findings? The mud flood theory isn't a mere historical curiosity. It's a call to action. It challenges us to dig deeper, both literally and figuratively, to uncover the truths hidden beneath layers of time and deception. As more evidence surfaces, the stakes grow higher. We must question the narratives we've been fed, the timelines we've accepted, and the blind spots in our collective understanding. In the shadows of official archives and behind the closed doors of academic institutions, the truth waits. It waits for those bold enough to challenge the status quo, to shine a light on the obscured past, and to reveal the extraordinary capabilities of civilizations long forgotten. The question remains, are we ready to confront the mud, to unearth the cities and to reclaim our true history? Beneath the cobbled streets of Edinburgh, Scotland, lies a chilling enigma. In 1915, while expanding the Royal Mile, city workers unearthed an underworld, a perfectly preserved street complete with storefronts and homes, all inexplicably buried under tons of earth. These structures bore no signs of decay, as if entombed in an instant. The Edinburgh City Council, along with the British Museum, declared these findings as normal urban expansion, Yet whispers among the workers spoke of a more sinister cover-up, a cataclysm that reshaped the very ground beneath their feet. Crossing the Atlantic to Buenos Aires, Argentina, in 1903, a devastating flood revealed structures along the Rio de la Plata that contradicted all known historical records. Among these were pyramidal foundations and monoliths etched with symbols akin to those found in Southeast Asia. Argentinian authorities, with guidance from European archaeologists, quickly dismissed these as natural formations. Still, some daring researchers, like Professor Enrique Valdez, dared to propose a forgotten transoceanic connection, one violently buried by forces unknown. In Cairo, Egypt, 1898 marked the accidental discovery of a subterranean chamber beneath the Great Pyramid, containing metallic sarcophagi and inscriptions of celestial maps. The Egyptian Antiquities Authority, in conjunction with international Egyptologists, sealed the chamber, citing preservation efforts. However, leaked internal documents detail concerns about its implications on the timeline of Egyptian dynasties, suggesting a pre-dynastic civilization with astronomical prowess far beyond accepted history. The architecture of Paris holds secrets of its own. In 1910, the Seine flood uncovered foundations beneath the Palais Garnier, revealing structures of a cyclopean nature. Massive stones fitted with precision and exhibiting signs of thermal alteration. The French Ministry of Culture, fearing public unrest, attributed these to medieval fortifications, yet private accounts from engineers on site describe materials resistant to modern cutting tools, suggesting a forgotten era of technological sophistication. Back in North America, in the desolate plains of Nebraska, a 1909 storm unearthed an anomalous circular formation beneath the prairie, composed of interlocking stones that seemed to contain magnetic properties. Local tribes spoke of a spirit circle, a place of power submerged by the earth itself. The University of Nebraska, pressured by the Federal Bureau of Investigation, swiftly cordoned off the area, citing national security concerns and preventing further exploration. In Kyoto, Japan, during the 1920 renovation of the Kiyomizu-dera Temple, builders discovered an underground hall adorned with golden figures and murals that depicted a harmonious blend of Eastern and Western iconography. The Japanese Imperial Agency, in a rare public statement, dismissed the find as a hoax. Yet, the artistry bore unmistakable signs of authenticity, hinting at a global exchange long before the known age of exploration. The mud flood theory poses a radical challenge to our understanding of human civilization. It suggests not only a lost chapter in our history, but also a deliberate suppression of knowledge by those in power. Why would institutions worldwide conspire to hide such momentous discoveries? The answers lie buried with the cities themselves, in the artifacts and structures that defy our current understanding. As the layers of Earth continue to yield their secrets, the narrative becomes clearer. A global event, one capable of rewriting history, lies hidden beneath our feet. Each revelation adds pressure to the already strained fabric of conventional history. The time for complacency is over. We must demand the truth, challenge the gatekeepers, and reclaim our lost heritage. In the coming era, as more courageous souls dig deeper and look beyond the veil of accepted narratives, will we finally acknowledge the mud flood and the buried civilizations that concealed? The clock is ticking, and the past is waiting to be uncovered. In the shadowy depths beneath Prague, a secret society known as the Order of the Black Sun guards an extraordinary relic, a globe carved from obsidian, discovered in a hidden chamber in 1912. This mysterious artifact, uncovered during renovations under the Prague astronomical clock, displays a map of Earth that predates even the oldest known cartography. Its surface is etched with cities and continents not found on any current map. The Czech government, influenced by the powerful clandestine order, keeps this globe locked away, fearing its potential to unravel the accepted history of world exploration and settlement. Across the Atlantic, in the bustling cityscape of Boston, 1901 brought a discovery that shook the foundations of historical architecture. While laying the groundwork for the subway extension near Tremont Street, workers hit upon a subterranean complex that mirrored the architectural style of ancient Mycenae. The walls were adorned with faded murals depicting a maritime people navigating a world of lush forests and towering mountains. The Boston Society of Architects, rather than celebrating the find, quietly dismantled the structures, claiming they posed a threat to city stability. Yet whispers persist, suggesting these structures could rewrite the history of transatlantic voyages. On the African continent, within the sprawling sands of the Sahara, a nomadic tribe unearthed colossal stone heads in 1917, buried in what appeared to be the remnants of an ancient metropolis. These sculptures, resembling those of Easter Island, bore no resemblance to any known African artistic tradition. French colonial authorities, fearing open rebellion against their rule, confiscated the heads and buried the evidence, effectively erasing any trace of a civilization that could challenge their historical narratives. In 1904, the mountainous regions of Tibet held a secret unearthed by a group of monks. Hidden within a cave, they found a series of metallic discs, each inscribed with a language unknown to modern linguists. These discs emitted a faint hum, and when placed in sequence, they vibrated in harmony. The Tibetan lamas, under pressure from the Chinese government, concealed these findings, fearing they might disrupt the balance of power and spiritual belief. The disc's origin remains a mystery, hinting at an ancient technology lost to time. The mud flood theory not only uncovers the physical remnants of a buried past, but also exposes the web of suppression woven by those in positions of authority. Institutions like the Smithsonian, British Museum, and Vatican Archives possess vast collections of anomalous artifacts, each capable of rewriting history, yet hidden from public view. These organizations, driven by a desire to maintain control over historical narratives, bury the truth beneath layers of bureaucracy and secrecy. As we delve deeper into this enigma, we must ask ourselves, what else lies buried beneath our cities and fields, hidden away by those who fear the upheaval of established history? Each new discovery adds weight to the theory of a global cataclysm, one that reshaped our world and buried our past under layers of earth. The call to action is clear. It is time to unearth the buried evidence, to challenge the gatekeepers and demand transparency. Our history is not the static story we've been told. It is dynamic, rife with secrets waiting to be revealed. The mud flood is not just a theory. It is a testament to the resilience and ingenuity of civilizations past, and their echoes in stone and metal call out to us through the ages. In the end, will we choose to listen? Will we dig deeper to reclaim the knowledge lost beneath the mud? The answers lie beneath our feet, waiting to be discovered. The buried cities of our ancestors hold the key to understanding not just their world, but ours as well. As we continue this journey, may we do so with open minds and the courage to face whatever truths we may uncover. In the heart of the Andes, amidst the silent peaks, lies an enigma that defies logic and history. In 1918, explorers stumbled upon a forgotten city engulfed by layers of volcanic ash and mud, hidden deep within the Peruvian jungle. The city, known to locals as the Lost Temple of the Sky, featured stepped pyramids and stone terraces that pulsated with an unearthly energy. The Peruvian Ministry of Culture, fearful of igniting indigenous uprisings and international archaeological disputes, swiftly declared the site off-limits, sealing its secrets beneath bureaucratic red tape. In the shadow of the Ural Mountains, a vast underground complex was accidentally discovered by miners in 1920. This subterranean marvel, constructed from a unique alloy that resists oxidation and corrosion, housed chambers filled with relics that seemed extraterrestrial. The Russian Imperial Academy of Sciences, rather than celebrating the discovery, dispatched agents to dismantle the evidence, fearing the implications on the Russian Orthodox timeline of creation and history. Locked away in clandestine vaults, these artifacts challenge the very core of human origin stories. Even the serene landscapes of New Zealand hold secrets buried beneath their lush greenery. In 1906, during a routine land survey, a team uncovered basalt structures that mirrored the megaliths of Stonehenge. These formations, aligned with celestial patterns, suggested an ancient civilization adept in astronomy. The New Zealand Antiquities Board, citing preservation efforts, quickly reburied the site, shrouding it in governmental secrecy. Yet, whispers among Maori elders persist, claiming knowledge of a forgotten race that communicated with the stars. In the forgotten corners of Eastern Europe, the Carpathian Mountains conceal yet another anomaly. In 1911, shepherds discovered an entrance to a cavern adorned with crystals and strange symbols that seemed to glow with their own light. Explorers who dared to enter reported feeling a time dilation effect, as if time slowed within the cavern's depths. The Romanian authorities, led by the Secretive Dacian Society, cordoned off the area, citing public safety concerns. Yet, documents leaked to underground networks suggest the cavern holds keys to an ancient understanding of time and space. The mud flood theory doesn't merely illuminate buried cities. It opens Pandora's box to questions of existential importance. What cataclysmic force was powerful enough to submerge entire civilizations? Could these events have been triggered by natural disasters, celestial interventions, or something far more sinister? The systematic suppression of these discoveries by state-sponsored institutions suggests a fear of the unknown, a reluctance to confront the possibility that our history is far more complex than we've been led to believe. These buried cities and hidden technologies are not mere footnotes in history. They are the heartbeats of forgotten eras, whispering truths to those willing to listen. As we peel back the layers of mud and official obstruction, we must reconcile with the notion that our historical narrative is a construct, one that has been carefully curated and sanitized for centuries. The call for transparency grows louder. It is no longer a question of if we unearth these secrets, but when. We must challenge the gatekeepers, demand access to hidden archives, and strive to piece together the puzzle of our true past. Each discovery is a step closer to reclaiming the lost knowledge of our ancestors, knowledge that holds the power to redefine civilization as we know it. In the end, the mud isn't just a physical barrier. It is a metaphorical one, representing the layers of deception and ignorance that obscure our understanding. As we dig through the earth, we also dig through the lies, uncovering the buried brilliance of those who came before us. The buried cities are calling, and it is time we answer their call, armed with curiosity, courage, and the unyielding pursuit of truth. In the desolate expanse of Siberia, beneath the frozen tundra, a discovery came to light in 1909 that could alter the course of human history. Miners seeking precious metals unearthed an immense underground network of tunnels and chambers, lined with a luminescent material that defied categorization. This substance emitted a soft, ethereal glow, illuminating the cavernous depths. The Russian Academy of Sciences, under orders from Tsar Nicholas II, sealed the site and classified all findings as top secret, fearing the material's potential to disrupt the balance of global power and energy paradigms. In the ancient city of Petra, Jordan, 1914 revealed a series of hidden chambers beneath the well-known facades. These chambers, carved with intricate reliefs depicting advanced machinery and mathematical formulas far beyond the capabilities of known ancient cultures, suggested a forgotten epoch of technological prowess. The Jordanian Department of Antiquities, with pressure from Western scholars, labeled the carvings as mere artistic expressions, yet restricted any further excavation. Insiders spoke of an agreement to maintain the status quo, preserving the romanticized image of Petra while its true history remained locked away. The dense jungles of Cambodia hold another secret. In 1912, French explorers stumbled upon an ancient temple complex, submerged beneath layers of sediment and vegetation. Known as the Lost Temples of Preah Vihear, These ruins featured towering stone spires and bas-reliefs depicting a cataclysmic flood. The colonial authorities, driven by a desire to maintain control over historical narratives, kept the discovery under wraps, allowing only select archaeologists to study the site. Their reports, however, remain classified, hinting at a civilization that once harnessed the power of water itself. In the barren deserts of Arabia, 1917 marked the unearthing of an underground fortress, its walls inscribed with a language resembling both Phoenician and Sanskrit. This fortress, equipped with complex ventilation shafts and water channels, suggested a sophisticated understanding of engineering and survival in harsh climates. The discovery, quickly appropriated by the British Empire, was deemed a strategic asset and classified. The true nature of this civilization, perhaps one that bridged East and West, remains obscured by colonial agendas. Even the remote isles of the Scottish Hebrides conceal buried truths. In 1905, a fierce storm revealed circular stone formations on the Isle of Lewis, perfectly aligned with solstices and equinoxes. These structures, older than the famed Callanish stones, suggested an astronomical observatory of unparalleled precision. The British Geological Survey, wary of sparking nationalist movements, quickly covered the site, citing natural formations as the cause. The echoes of ancient stargazers, however, remain etched into the landscape, waiting for those who dare to rediscover them. The mud flood theory is not just a tale of buried cities. It is a testament to human resilience and the enduring spirit of discovery. As we unearth these forgotten marvels, we must confront the uncomfortable reality that much of our history remains hidden, manipulated by those who fear its implications. Each buried temple, each hidden chamber, is a reminder of our ancestors' achievements, urging us to question the narratives we've been taught. The time has come to lift the veil of ignorance and deception, to demand the truth and explore the depths of our past with open minds and unwavering resolve. The buried cities of our world hold the keys to understanding not only where we come from but where we are headed. As we break through the mud, both literal and metaphorical, we embark on a journey to reclaim our past, to honor those who came before us, and to illuminate the path forward with the brilliance of forgotten wisdom. The earth holds its breath, waiting for us to listen, to uncover, and to believe. The mud, once a barrier, becomes a gateway to enlightenment, to a history unbound by fear and control. Will you join the quest to rediscover what lies beneath?